And we're live. What it do, y'all? It's your guy Bendu and
Rapped out shit, Shizzy Mac. You know what I'm saying. We here, whatever you want to call me.
we here, bro. You already know what we here to talk about. Y'all saw I did a non-spoiler review. I don't have my shot yet, but I'll just take a shot of Red Bull. Cheers. Cheers. The Pattinson being the best fucking Batman ever.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Gotta do the Kanye shrug. But yeah, we're here to do a spoiler review of the Batman again. Spoiler review of the Batman.
And I'm live, so if people on my live if you didn't see the movie yet, get out of here.
If you haven't seen the movie, you don't gotta go home, but you better get the hell up out of here because we about to spoil the fuck out of this shit.
Get the step in. Get the step in.
But yeah, so again, spoiler alert. You know, it's gonna be in the title as well of the spoilers. So let's go ahead and get into this. Off rip, give me your first impressions, thoughts before we get into like specifics in terms of the review.
Bro, that shit was so crazy, bro. That shit was so crazy, bro. It's like when it first comes on, like it gives you like the same like letters when it says the Batman, like the Joker did.
Yes,
that shit crazy. Then it comes on, you see the Riddler's point of view, and at first we don't know who it is.
I thought it was Batman.
We thinking it's Batman or fucking Bruce Wayne as the young bull, and that's who people might have thought he was, but no, fucking Riddler. And we should have known that it was Riddler by the way that he was breathing. Yeah, and then the way that he just was in the dark, he was just creeping.
I didn't see him at first until like the TV light flashed, and I saw the glass. Oh shit, this nigga,
yeah, bro, that shit is hard. And then the way that niggas was just scared, how they was terrified. They just looking in the shadows, thinking that this nigga is gonna pop out.
Bro, that's probably why I love this film as much as I like this film as much as I do. That scene just encapsulated everything for me, bro. The music is swelling. Dun, 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 dun. And then you see them looking at when the dude dropped the paint can and they rolled in there, they was like, yo, bro, get another can. Because that nigga pop up out there, bro.
Facts, bro. Like, this is his second year, and he was still, like, he was putting fear in everybody's hearts already.
And then that, bro, I was just like, oh, we're in for some shit. My first impressions.
Okay.
I like this film a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best Batman film.
Me neither.
I have to put The Dark Knight still.
Me too. Thank you. Thank you.
I still have to put
Wait. You know what? I was just telling my man this. I was like, if somebody says this is the best Batman movie of all time, I'm not going to be mad at them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to be mad at them. But
this is the best comic accurate Batman.
Thank you.
This is the best comic accurate Batman.
Bro.
I don't have it over here. I literally had it over here earlier.
Oh my God.
This was like year one.
Fucking
Earth
One.
Long
Batman,
Halloween
Long
night. Halloween, 0 year.
Yes.
That's actually part of why I didn't like my problems with the film.
What's
was
happening?
The elements they borrowed from Long Halloween.
Oh.
Because we just got the animated film, and I feel the animated film handled it
way
perfectly.
Yeah. I feel that.
Amazingly. And we'll get into it when we get to the specifics of everything.
Okay.
But Batman ego as well.
Mm-hmm.
I even saw some aspects of like the I think it's not Batman Damned. I forget what it was, but Ben Affleck was basing his movie on it. It was like Batman got trapped in Arkham Asylum and shit like that.
Oh, shit.
But although they didn't borrow that exact plot point, a lot of the like artwork from there I felt inspired this a lot as well, as with Batman ego as well.
Right.
But I don't think we're going to see Playboy Bruce Wayne ever. I think they're going to do like this, like kind of like the Crow aspect with him, where he's like this like tortured soul, like kind of like Johnny Depp a little bit. He reminded me of like how like a lot of Johnny Depp's characters, like these tortured dark souls, and women love him because he's so damaged and broken, but we love him anyway.
I feel like it's gonna be growth. It's not gonna be like the 3 Spider-Man films where in the third one he's finally becoming on his own. You feel me? It's not gonna be like that. I feel like he's in the second joint. That's when because Alfred and the mayor was telling him like he gotta really use Bruce Wayne as a tool to help the city and shit.
Yeah, true.
So like he's still mad, still angry, still got all the rage in him and shit. So he might just be on some shit like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a lighten up and I'm a use Bruce Wayne to help the city.
I think that's actually the beginning of the arc. I hope so.
Right.
I would hope so.
Right.
I won't be mad though if they don't give us the traditional like Playboy Bruce Wayne. I won't be mad at that because I feel like,
bro, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
When I saw Thomas Elliott, bro, that kind of gave me hope.
Wait, where?
You didn't catch that?
No, where? What scene? I may have. Was it when he was doing the detective in his room? He moved the table and shit.
Nah, not. I think it was when.
Because I had to take a piss. I took a piss when he was pushing the table. So this was after something.
I think Commissioner Gordon and Batman went into the room where it was written, and then they saw like how Riddler was an orphan and everything like this.
I think I missed it then.
Yeah,
I probably missed it. I didn't catch it.
It brought up Thomas Elliott's name. I said, "Oh man."
See, but do you think doing Hush would kind of be redundant? Because like they use so many elements of Hush and Riddler, in my opinion.
But don't they tie together? I see what you're saying.
They do.
But
They do.
They tie together. But I feel that because
you know who we'll get to that in the end.
Okay.
So we'll talk about the future when we get to the end of the review of the shit. But so I think I started my last video off with the likes that I liked about this film. So I think it's only right
that we do that.
I start with the dislikes.
Oh, okay.
First.
All right, I feel that.
So my main problem with this film, unfortunately, was the story. And what I mean by that is I felt like they delves, and this is the beauty and the curse of this film. They made it so much like a detective noir type of thing that those type of films, like I don't know if you've seen like Along Came a Spider, Seven, like those old 90s noir, they usually like the main characters on screen for most of the film, like 95% of the film.
Right.
Whereas like with Dark Knight, for example, you're cutting away this. Oh, Jim Gordon found this clue, and it's going to lead to this. Now we're showing like the bad guys setting up the plot and things like that. Because that's more of like an action, big budget than like a detective story.
Yeah.
So this one was a straight up detective story. So you're experiencing the revelations as he is,
right?
Because you're seeing it through his eyes, and you're seeing him figure shit out.
Right.
That's the beauty of this film. But unfortunately, it's the curse. Because then you have the subplot of the mob that I didn't feel that like I love John Turturro as well. I love him. He's an amazing actor. Loved him since Do the Right Thing.
Right, right.
He was miscast as Falcone, in my opinion. That was not the Roman. The Roman is more like a Kingpin-esque character. He's like this guy who has all this bottled rage up, but he controls it. But when you piss him off, just like that, he flips and then he'll revert right back to being calm. He was too like. I don't know. It was weird. He didn't feel. He would have made a better Moroni, which I'm like, why wasn't Moroni in the film? Why wasn't there a scene where they went to the prison to talk about like I think somebody ratted on me or whatever? You feel me? But regardless, I'm not knocking it because a character wasn't in there. I just think John Turturro would have played a better Moroni, and they should have casted somebody else as Falcone because Falcone is physically intimidating. There's so many elements to Falcone's character, and. That's enough. I even like the guy who, even though he was different from the comics, I like the guy that played him in Batman Begins.
Yeah.
He played, that's a Skarsgård, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong about No, it's not. He's not. Whatever. I forgot what his name was. But, and I feel like they didn't flesh out the stuff. Like, for example, we as comic book fans, so I don't know if you knew this going in, but we as comic book fans usually know that, and again, this is spoilers, Catwoman is Falcone's daughter.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
The audience doesn't know that.
Right. So
when they revealed that, I was like, okay, I already knew that.
Right.
But on top of that, it's like that was just out of nowhere. Like I felt like a lot of the subplots weren't fleshed out because we were spending so much time with Pattinson, which I love. But when you're going to do certain stories and shit like that, like you have to give some screen time to that. I understand what you're trying to do and stick to the detective noir genre, but For me, for the story to be cohesive, I needed more of that. And a lot of the shit didn't make sense. Like even down to like his dad's whole plan, like Thomas Wayne's whole plan.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you didn't know that he would have killed this journalist first and foremost. He's a mobster. He's killed people. You didn't you thought it was a good idea to ask the mobster to go silence somebody without killing them though. And then two, you're going to tell somebody that you're going to go to the police and snitch the next day. That gives somebody 24 hours to kill you. It was just a lot of shit. There was like, what? Like, is Thomas Wayne an idiot? Was he dumb? But then adding on to that, I felt the Martha Wayne shit was shoved in. They could have saved that for the next movie. Like about her mental illness and everything.
Yeah. Because
they didn't touch on it. It literally served nothing for the film except like, oh, like all this stuff got exposed about the Waynes. But then there was no fallout from that except for like the one conversation he had with Alfred and Falcone. And that was one of the scenes. I liked Pattinson's acting in it, but I felt John Turturro wasn't giving me enough in that scene when he was telling him that Moroni killed his father and shit like that. So a lot of that was where I had my issues. And then towards the end, Paul Dano gave an amazing performance as Riddler. They should have cut that cell scene with, spoilers again, Joker. I was like, cut that. Like, it was weird. You could it was just like, what is this? What's going on right now? That was like, you could have saved this or put it out as like that should have been a post-credit scene. That should have been a post-credit scene. And it was like, wow. Because like, other than that, I loved Paul Dano's performance. This is one of the best DC villains we've ever gotten. Yeah. Like, just even in the cell, like when you kind of, so I don't know if you realize, so Batman, you know why Batman didn't figure it out, right?
Why?
Because he was trying to protect his identity. So that's why he wasn't like following the clues like he should have, because he thought Riddler knew who he was.
But at the end, he realized that he didn't know who he was.
Which I thought he was going to.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was in Hush, because they were borrowing a little bit, from elements from Hush as well.
Yeah.
But Paul Dano towards the end, like when they're laughing in the cell and shit, I'm like, this is kind of campy. It never got to like Joel Schumacher, like Batman and Robin camp, but it was like, this is kind of campy. And then certain things like, and I know, look, you have to suspend disbelief a little bit. Mm-hmm. Whose bright idea was it to go to a stadium that's in ground when it's about to flood? That made no sense to me. I'm like, okay, so we just came here for the action sequence, right? That's literally why we came here. Because it's in ground. Why would you go there? That makes no fucking sense. And then like they wouldn't let Catwoman leave. You might as well let her leave. Bro, because y'all went to an in-ground stadium. Like you saw how it was like in ground, right?
Yeah.
That made no sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck did y'all think was gonna happen? That it was like a lot of logic stuff. But other than that, though, like, and that's why I put it to like a 7.5. But like I said, the stories and all that, like that was my problem mainly. Like I said, I needed more. I would have been fine with this film being 4 hours, but I also think there was some stuff they could have cut out. There was things they lingered on too long, and then, like I said, replace it with things I felt they didn't flesh out enough.
I feel that.
So I think he'll make it tighter next time around. But all in all, this is still a really good fucking film. The fact that we're even talking about it in conversation with The Dark Knight is saying something.
Exactly. Going into it, like getting prepared to come here, bro, I was really thinking, and I was like, yo, I really didn't have no problems with this movie. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, this shit is everything that I fucking thought it was gonna be. It was hard. This shit with the cinematography.
Yeah, the cinematography was crazy.
The fucking soundtrack, crazy.
Bro.
Acting, crazy. John Turturro, bro, I know what you said, but I like him in anything.
He was kind of creepy too.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, did you fuck your daughter, bro?
Oh shit.
That's where I was like, because you saw how he was talking.
He
to
was
her, right?
Very beautiful. Like, oh, what you doing?
I thought he knew that she was his daughter.
Right.
Like that's why he was like touching her like that.
Right.
But then when you find out he didn't know, it's like
she said, yeah.
So what was y'all past? Because remember they hinted that they had a past together.
Right.
What was your past? Like,
well, shit, man.
That's
you gotta go there.
Look, bro.
You gotta go there.
I'm not trying to look, bro.
Straight to that.
I'm not saying Falcone's like what the fuck is his name? Polanski or no, Woody Allen. I'm not saying he Woody Allen, but it's like
shit.
you got some questions to answer, bro.
I mean,
Well, he took it to the grave now. Spoiler alert.
Facts.
I like that too. I loved the fucking clues, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like how he's bring him into the light.
Exactly, exactly,
that shit
bro.
was fire. I didn't realize it until he did it.
Them niggas was helping each other out and didn't even. Well, Batman didn't even know it, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. This movie was fucking crazy. You know what? I seen this one YouTube video, right? And they was talking about Robin.
Robin could fit in this universe.
But they said two things. I mean, you might not like it, but I mean, shit.
You not a Robin fan?
No. I what? Fuck, huh? But what they was saying was, you might not like it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The mayor's son could become Robin. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be Dick Grayson because of
You ready for this?
What?
You ready for this?
What?
I think that the kid at the beginning of the film is going to become Robin.
I was just about to say that.
And you know who I think he is?
Jason Todd.
You know what's crazy though? That same kid plays Tim Drake in Titans.
The one in the beginning with
the half face. He plays Tim Drake in Titans.
Are we getting under the Red Hood, bro?
I hope so. I hope so, especially with Pattinson. You know. I'm gonna save it. Save the future stuff for the end, because I have a villain that I want to see. And I think he would be badass in this universe. But we'll save it to the end. But another thing too. All right, one more dislike. My bad. One more dislike. Nigga, we didn't get enough fucking Alfred, bro.
We didn't get enough.
And that
Alfred.
was where like,
okay, yeah, I didn't. Like
and he
that.
was so dumb. He was so dumb. With specifically not overall,
but he was trying to figure out the puzzle.
No, when he opened the letter, nigga, you know what his handwriting looks like. You've been analyzing this nigga's handwriting. How did you not know what this was?
Right.
I'm like, what?
I feel that.
And I'm like, he's not going to open that. He's not going to open that.
I feel that.
And then they opened it. They do the whole. Now I like the twist where he's calling and he called too late. Basically,
yeah.
She was like, and they cut back, and it's like the reveal. The twist in this were dope when they did the twist and everything.
Exactly.
Especially with the penguin. He was like, El Rata, am I the only one that speaks habla Espanol?
Yo, he fucking
killed
snapped.
that shit, bro.
He snapped in this joint, bro. I don't watch shows, bro. I do not watch shows.
Probably gonna watch that show.
I am going to watch that show, bro, because he killed that. If they don't get a Oscar for makeup and design, I'm fucking.
I think they're going to get an Oscar for a very important category.
What?
Best actor.
Pattinson?
He killed that shit, bro.
He did,
He
bro.
killed that shit, bro.
He said, what did he say? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Fucking Alfred was like, yeah, the people coming. He said, here. Why? I said, yo, he is crazy. He is snapping. He said, I don't care what happens to me. I said, oh, shit. My God.
Clearly he did, because you saw his face when he thought that nigga figured out his secret.
Facts.
He was like,
facts.
He was looking around. Nah, you know, the scene that kind of played weird too.
What?
I feel like it could be taken and made into a meme somehow.
What he did?
When he punched Gordon, bro, that shit played so weird. It was funny because I started laughing in theater. The way he punched him, bro. The camera come back, you see Gordon turn like this talking, and he's like, he's just running this shit. How he was running through the halls and shit.
Facts. Bro.
I can see I can see somebody making a meme like Kanye West at
his birthday
party.
Pete Davis, right. Yo, that's funny. Yo, but the thing is, like, this is really his second year. And you can tell because when he went on a building and he was nervous, like he was a little shook.
He was like, oh shit.
He was like, and then he had a Tobey Maguire moment.
Yeah, he did. My back.
Yeah, he was fucked up. Yeah,
it would have been funny if he did that too.
This shit is hard, bro. Talking about it right now, this shit is hard.
But
you making good points and everything like that about the Alfred shit. Yeah, that's probably what I don't like.
And it was like, my thing was, I was like, I kind of said it out loud because the people in front of me was like, right. I heard him say, right. I was like, you're not going to open that, are you? I said that kind of loud in the theater. And the people was like, they kind of turned like this, just like, right, though. Like, and then he opened it. You just see him. I'm like, Alfred, you're dumb. You're dumb.
Right.
And then on top of that, they kind of hinted that he had like a past and like, you know, some type of military shit.
I missed that.
I mean, because they're portraying Earth One. That's the Earth One Alfred. That he was like a military guy.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
like British intelligence, MI6 or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, even if you're not, you've been analyzing you know what his handwriting looks like, bro. You know how he's been sending the letter. What?
Did it say to the Batman or did it say
It
Bruce
said to
Wayne?
Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
But he knows what the handwriting looks like.
Yeah,
and he knows.
was
And you also know he's been taking out top people in Gotham. Why would you open that?
Yeah, man.
That was just like, what? But then again, like I said, and then the scene in the hospital where him and Alfred have that moment, I liked it, but I didn't get enough prior.
I missed that whole scene, bro.
You had to go to the bathroom?
I was in a movie theater and some nigga had his kids in there crying and yelling and screaming, bro.
This is one of the few PG-13 films I don't think kids should have gone to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Riddler was like fucking terrifying, bro.
Exactly.
I know my homie hit me up. He was like, my such and such want me to watch her kids. Da da da. I ain't trying to do that. You better take them to watch the Batman with you. I was like, I don't know. They should.
And besides, like the first scene with the Riddler, when he popped up, and then when he hit him, Paul Dano snapped.
He snapped.
Bro, he snapped. I done forgot what I was about to say.
He snapped.
I forgot what the fuck I was about to say.
Because the performance was that good, bro. It's mind numbing. Performance is mind numbing,
bro. The fucking John. This nigga, he said, took his John out, put it on there, and fucking showed everything. That shit is so. That's
like the detective vibe from the Arkham games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
I hated the drugs too. That they had the drops. I was like, just do coke or heroin or something. This is dumb. I was like, this is so dumb. It reminded me of like death sticks from Star Wars. I was like, yo, like
you talking about when he took it and then he started going in?
No, not the. I think that's going to be how they introduce Bane. I think that's how they're going to introduce Bane later. I said
Venom. Exactly. And Batista.
Yeah. But yes, bro, yes. Batista's. Oh my God, bro, yes.
That shit would be hard.
They can even do like the Chris Evans tech where they make him like skinnier and shit.
Yeah.
That would shoot. That would be fire, bro. We haven't seen that tech since Captain America. It worked so well too. In the first Captain America.
It definitely did, bro.
It was fire. Because I was like, I believe this. Because I know he's like beefcake. And I'm like, wait, you're skinny.
Wait. This nigga Tone, right? Tone is on the live right now. This nigga Tone called me like a few hours before I seen it. I think he called me like after he saw it, and he was like, man, he wasn't Batman. He wasn't giving me Batman, Catwoman. And now he in this joint talking about Catwoman. He says Catwoman was not sexy as she should have been with her movements and dialogue.
What?
That bitch was bad.
What?
She was bad. She was sexy. She was moving. Mind you, this is like her first few years of being Catwoman. And the way that she got down on a fire escape and the way that shit looked like the video game, bro. Yeah. That shit looked like the video game. That shit looked like the shit that they be doing in the animation films, bro. Fuck that, Tone. You're tripping. That bitch, I love her. I'll watch the Catwoman joint too.
They're talking about doing a show with her.
Yeah, I'll watch that joint too. Fuck it.
So, but what were we talking about just now?
Shit, I don't know.
I forgot, bro.
We just in this joint.
Yeah, but overall, man, I like this film a lot. Like I said, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. My score might go up if I see it again.
I'm seeing it tomorrow, and I'm giving it an 8.
An 8? Okay. Mm-hmm. I gotta think. I have to, because it was like a long film. Like I'm not going to eat or drink anything next time I go and see it. Because I only had to piss once, but it was like I tried to wait during a scene that I thought wouldn't be important, but I think I might have missed something important.
Thomas Elliott, hush.
Probably, but yeah, we were talking about Bane. So I think that would be a great tie into Bane. But I'm talking about the drops. Remember the drugs they would do? They would drop it in their eyes or whatever. Is that what it was? Like the drugs were called drops, right?
I missed that. See,
because it was because they put Moroni in prison because remember, Falcone snitched on Moroni.
He was the rat
doing the drugs and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think the drugs were called like drops or something. And I thought that was so. I just thought it was dumb personally. I was like, they should have just did like coke, hair, just do a regular drug. I felt like they probably did that for PG-13 purposes,
right?
But you didn't showcase the drug like that, so
right.
that's why I was like, that was weird to me. But I also like how, like, aesthetic wise with Gotham is so fucking corrupt. Just think about this: Gotham is so fucking corrupt. The DA would rather his head get fucking blown off than fucking rat somebody out, bro. That's how corrupt Gotham is. But even then. When A was asking him about his cases, when he's answering the questions and shit, I thought that shit was so funny. Because even while this nigga's life is on the line, he's still making sure he doesn't say the wrong thing to incriminate himself, bro.
Right.
That shit, I was like, yo, this city. That's why at the end, when Catwoman was like, this city's never going to change. Might as well just come leave with me. Let's go. I'll let you bust these cheeks. We steal some shit. Da-da-da. I'm like, you kind of dumb for that, bro. Like you didn't see the Daredevil show. I'm like, Matt was going to take a lecture up on that offer, bro.
Yeah.
Matt took her up on that offer in Daredevil. That's another thing, too. This reminded me so much of the Daredevil Netflix show.
Yeah.
So much, bro. Even the score was so much like that, dog.
Damn.
Bro, it's insane. Like, and they played like similar characters, except Charlie Cox's Daredevil was more, he wasn't like a playboy type of guy, but he was more like, he wasn't always like mooding and brooding and shit like that. So when he was Matt Murdock, he would like, have friendships with like Foggy and Karen and shit like that. Okay. So that's the difference between them. But a lot of the aesthetic, I feel like because they had a bigger budget, they were able to make like this look better than a Daredevil Netflix show. Mm-hmm. But if Daredevil had that budget, I think it would have looked similar to this. Like I feel like they were inspired a lot by Daredevil as well.
They were, because I remember when they did the test screening, John, when the red. And when Pattinson just walked up, and do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So
that looked weird.
That looked like Daredevil.
It did. That first costume they had, it looked kind of, in the actual costume at first, it looked like trash bags a little bit. It looked weird.
It did.
The first thing looked weird.
It did.
But the costume turned out good. They literally, that's what I'm saying. If you want to read comics about, like, to get you in the mood with this, I'm glad I told Del Deo. He literally read Long Halloween recently. So I was like, you're going to fuck with this movie, bro.
Right.
I was telling him last night, I was like, you're going to fuck with this movie. He's like, all right, bet. I told him to read Year One, too, because this was year. I think, like I said, 0 year, I actually have it in there. I found it. I didn't know I had it, but I found it. I just don't have part 2. Now.